Good morning. It's the middle of the week. I'm getting ready for football. How about you guys? Okay, I'm getting ready for summer to be over and start to get some fall, some football, get the leaves changing, get the market changing. You know, this lack of action plays tricks on a guy. It's like being stuck in the desert. But I did want to talk about today, and one of the reasons I'm laughing about it is I did want to talk about today is dull markets. I think it's important to understand the theory and what happens in dull markets. Now, markets by themselves are preordained or predisposed to go higher. Okay? Why? Because there is always money on the sidelines that is being invested through the 401k, IRA, mutual fund, yada, yada, yada. There's always money that has to go into the market. So markets, when they're quiet with the lack of major selling, they will tend to drift higher. Now, what we've noticed recently is the intraday ranges have been brutal. Perfect sign of a dull market. Okay, average true range, ATR, whatever you want to use. The ranges are very, very narrow. If you're a watcher of some of the futures, like the S&P futures, you know they're now down to 5 or 6 or 7 points a day move, which when we were really busy they were having 60 points a day moves. So you can see what's happening to volatility. So in this type of market environment, what typically happens is markets look to drift higher. And it's not because it's a bullish thing, it's not a fundamental thing, it's not a technical thing. It's simply a question that since there's always money to be buying stocks, markets will tend to try to drift that direction. With lack of any real trade, and right now we can all say there's been no real trade. Okay? Obviously the markets are open every day. If you take a look at the volume, we've had a couple of days that have been even slower than July 3rd, the last few days. So we have to respect that. You have to respect the tape. The overall trend of the market is higher. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, it's higher. So dull markets will continue to drift in that direction. And that's something that you have to focus on as a trader. Now again, I'm going to go with my standard line here, is that it's really better if you're going to trade much smaller than normal. But it's also very forgivable to learn and observe the market and watch these things that we teach you. And obviously this week is a big teaching week for the Bubba Show because of the lack of possible news or movement. There's nothing really to look at, so we want to watch. But I want you to go back and take a look at some charts and you'll see exactly what's happening. Now we're still issuing some Bubba's picks, but even those have become very slow, but remember they've been doing quite well. Remember for Wednesday, the Bubba Show. Have a great day. We'll talk to you on Thursday. Enjoy, everybody.